With this, got this shit from CBS, Al 7.
I ball this shit. You see, I ain't had to put man let a drip in nothing. Is you a trapper or is you not a trapper?
Are you a trapper?
Tell the hands out of her, man.
I'm gonna take this shit, fuck it. Smoke on a young dose blunt today. Bloody cup of potion, eh? Cheerio. Damn.
Shut up there.
Yeah, my boy. What is it?
I know I ain't think it was over with. I know I ain't think it was over with.
Some big names in Memphis are now making an investment in Memphis's music scene.
Yeah, Joe. Endless Entertainment co-founder and Memphis Grizzlies legend. You might have heard of him, Zach Zebo Randolph. Yeah, that's the one. Along with co-founder Marcus Howell. Now investors in Memphis-based Connect Music Group. Action News 5's Tavarius Haywood was at tonight's event to celebrate the Memphis music culture. How'd it go, T-Wood?
It was cool. Organizers at tonight's event say this is just another key moment in Zach Randolph's transition from NBA star to music executive. Zebo and Howell will be leading the funding round with a significant investment in Connect Music Group. There's no secret that Memphis has a lot of talent and independent artists. Connect Music Group says its goal is to make sure those artists have the resources and tools they need to reach stardom.
The city has so much talent, you know, like I said, just rapping, singing, just the mind and the creativity of, you know, these young kids out here with everything. So I just tell them, man, believe in your dream.
What it means when you have capital that comes in from a diverse group of people is that you have different voices at the table that understand the economic impact your business can make, and the numbers don't lie.
Munger says the goal is to continue to grow and support local artists. In the studio.
What's going on, y'all? This is True, top of the morning. It's a great day to be alive. I'm a little flipper man and still riding. And salute to all of y'all. And for these people's name I'm about to call, without y'all and the rest of y'all, who would I be? These are the people that consistently show True some love and donate. So let me give them a special shout out real quick. Queen Beryl, Queen Joyce, my man Kenny K, my man Chris Real, Corey and Beard, Shelby Major, King Papi, Jaime Jones, Soldier Ty Berry, of course the Queen Myra P, Queen Roshika, and the good Dr. Ill Ones. Special thanks to y'all for what y'all do when y'all do it. True appreciate that. Y'all give them a round of applause. Now let's go. In this video right here, we got an update on what happened, what could have happened to the guy that lived across the street, Bobby Carter. From Quette, that is. Must I remind y'all, once again, a lot of things happened across the street from Quette's house that would make two people that got unalive right across the street from Quette's house. Rest up, Desmond Rogers, and gotta say Bobby Carter too. Also, the car was found across from Quette house. All roads lead to Quette. You know what I'm saying? But we got an update. Now, I have to say this. It's like 3 people that have told me this story. I'm going to put this post, this IG message on the board, and y'all can read it. It says that possibly Quette took out Bobby Carter. Now, once again, I have no way of verifying that. We can't even find any records of Bobby Carter, except for a case that he has he went to jail back in around 2017, which was gonna lead us into another part. But it says that somebody put what it says, damn it, y'all can read it. Yeah, mixed his drink with some chemicals and took him out. Like I heard Cornelius testify. Well, we gonna play that at the end. That Bobby Carter went on the drill trying to get his paper route woo, and that failed. And then after they fumbled that one, that hit. Then Bobby Carter tapped out. So what else was Bobby Carter into? Because as you can tell, this wasn't his first drill. Which brings me back to something else that tied in. Now, in 2017, after Straight Drop shot up the bowling alley and went to the feds, I do believe, got a 5-year sentence in Chris Craft courtroom, right? In record-breaking time, Straight Drops gets released after 5.5 months. Where they do that at? Now he was already, I believe he already had a federal case anyway. We already know he had an aggravated rape. But 5.5 months. Now, during this 5.5 months in 2017, Straight Drop girl moved on, right? She started dating an older guy by the name of Howard Barnett. And of course, Straight Drop, little young ass, I don't know what he did or who he told on to get out there in 5.5 months, but that's unheard of. But he got out, and soon as he get out in 2017, his girlfriend Raquela Hunter, the one that snitched on him and made a statement. I think that's his baby mom's as well. If you remember the little child, I'm not sure. Is that his baby? But when he got out in 5.5 months, immediately Howard Barnett comes up missing. As y'all about to pay attention to this little production I put together to update the people that don't know what I'm talking about. Well, Howard Barnett has not been found yet, and this was years and years and years ago. Now, the thing, since we're getting into it, is that they found Howard Barnett's van. Guess where they found Howard Barnett's burnt van up with nobody in it? Down the street and up the corner from where the white Mercedes was when they shot down them 2 women in Covington, Tennessee. A couple of miles away from that crime scene, rest in peace, Anita Wilson. Trayon Ingram is the only one that's been arrested for that murder. And up the street, a couple of miles up the street from there, they found Howard Barnett's van. And that's like, 60 miles away? Now his phone, this is where it gets interesting at. Howard Barnett's phone was found no other place than 2 or 3 blocks walking distance from Straight Drop's, one of Straight Drop's addresses. And if you put that together, how was that possible? What a coincidence that Howard Barnett was banging your girl, older gentleman, taking care of her, and he was also moving them pounds, right, in the game. You know, everybody gotta get their hustle on. And he was also working at a tax service. Now, you know how corrupt them tax services in it, but I'm not going to speculate on that. But this address that y'all looking at, 684 Uptown, yes, as you can see, Straight Drop's address, 684, that's one of them, right? We got the Concourse and apartment number address where you was on video packing up to hit the road after you killed Dolph. But what's interesting is that in the text message, in the phone records that they showed at the trial, Hernandez Govan trial, we see several names. I told you, 10, you breaking down all the names, so y'all just stay tuned. Leroy's guy, 684 Uptown, where Howard Barnett's phone was threw out the window. And that's also your address. Now we see Leroy's guy, name and number coming out at Hernandez Govan trial, and we see the address that Straight Drop, as you can see, has on file. And they find Howard Barnett's phone throughout the window, three blocks from this address right here. Don't take a rocket science to put 2 and 2 together. So this, y'all pay attention and stay tuned. Yeah, welcome to level 2. Like, share, subscribe, I will support. Cash App $ TRURESULTS number 2. Stay blessed, stay true, and stay safe. Y'all doing the right thing. Stay tuned, stay focused. It's all love, true.
Yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo, and man.
Prior to that, were you involved in any other shootings?
Well, one day, Mr. Govan had provided me with a gun, and he told us that Paper Route Rue was at home one day. So as we approached the house, with me, Bobby, Justin, and another guy, I don't know the other guy's name, Bobby dropped me off. I get out walking on foot. Paper Route Rue coming out the house, and he had his gun in his hand at the time, and I was walking up the street. And me and him had a shootout or whatever, and the gun he provided me had jammed up, so you know I had to duck and Bob and weed, and Bobby had got to me. We got in the car and went back to his house and reported what had happened to him, and he was glad I ain't get killed that day right there. But Bobby was like, he wasn't messing with this stuff because he was believing what Justin them told him about we messed it up or whatever, and we didn't have our masks on and all this, so Bobby fell back.
Was there an incident with Paper Route Rue that you're aware of prior to the incident where you were involved?
Nah, I don't know nothing else about no incident with Paper Route Rue. Just this shootout that I had with him, that's all I know about it. And he was saying that he was going.
Who was he?
Mr. Govan was saying he was going.
Let me stop you. Did you call Mr. Govan?
Nah, I called him Quette. That's what I knew him.
That was your nickname?
Yeah, Quette.
Would you feel more comfortable calling him Quette?
Yeah, I called him Quette.
Okay.
Quette was saying that he was going you would Paper Route Rue mama or whatever to find out what they be about, play up on the other, find out where, who and them be is, so we could reach out and touch them, find out where they is.
Was it just he was going to see where Woo was, or was there other Paper Route artists?
Any one of them, Woo or anybody in Paper Route, he was going to make sure that, he could play because the mama liked him, so he was going to try to play their father figure and, find out where they is and make sure we could reach out and touch them.
So from when you met him in midsummer, the shooting with Paper Route Rue, how far from when you met him to when that shooting was?
I just can't recall, but it wasn't long after I met him though.
It was a couple of days, couple of weeks?
I said a couple of weeks, probably about a month and a half or so. I can't be specific about it. I ain't gonna lie like this.
Let's go to November the 16th of 2021. What were you and Justin doing that day?
Well, he had called me up, came to pick me up. We had went because they had to take a drive in South Memphis somewhere. And me and him was out, we was riding, trying to get one of the artists that day that was doing the drive down there. And as we was out there, I got out on foot. And there was a lot of folks out there standing with guns with her. Justin was in the car. And he called me and told me that he had got a call that young Dolph was at a gas station up the street from where we was at. So I ran back to the truck. And I jumped back in the truck. When we got to the gas station, Dolph was gone. So we rode around for a minute, then he dropped me back off at the house. And I laid down that night, and he was like, tomorrow we go back out and see what's up. He was like, yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo. And
How did you meet Justin Johnson?
I met him through Quette as well.
At what point did you meet him through Quette?
Like around the time we did that, they hit on paper route woo. When we went and shot at him, like that was like my first initial meet with him around that time.
And you said you met him through Quette or Mr. Govan. How did you meet him? Describe it.
When they found out that Woo was at the house or whatever, me and Bobby would call, and he called Justin up too, and we all met up at his house.
And who was he?
Quette house. We all met up at Quette house, and me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy jumped in another vehicle.
But he was putting you all together.
Yeah, Quette put all of us together.
Okay, and you didn't know Justin before this day?
No ma'am.
Never seen him?
Never seen him, never met him, I knew nothing about him.
All right, so some point we'll get to November, but what was your interaction with Justin over the course from when you met him?
After we did that and the gun jammed over paper out woo, Justin then went back and told Quette that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, you know, Quette was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Justin them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
Govan knew that this was going on and he asked
right,
you to have a
he the
mask.
one gave me the gun to go out there.
And he asked you to have a mask on.
Right, he asked me that.
Okay.
And he was saying like Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever because Quette believe everything Justin them say, and you know at that time Quette basically was telling me like get with Johnson and get with Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, handle the bid and you want to get this money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, you know, since Bobby had pulled out of it.
So Govan told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quette told me to get with Justin.
Okay. And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we go find one of the any artists to get this money, you know. And
so what would Govan gain out of you all getting a bounty or a hit on one of the paper route?
He was getting a cut out of it. You know, he supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was...
Nah, young Dolph, he supposed to got $10,000 out there, $100,000. I did $50,000 then he was getting $10,000 out of it.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall, did you and Justin and Govan...
Connecticut, we got one. Express your talent. Ty Berry, say LeBron. Let's go. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Niggas talking shit cause I'm not around like I'm gone. This shit was real like you said I would've been on your mama's lawn. Met you at the corner store, lay it by your car. It ain't about no investment, so no I don't respond. Pay my own bills, you live for free with your baby moms. I drive my own cars, I went from jail bars to the car to the bar. I'm a star, I ain't put rapping from the star, cause that's what they are. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. Like the king of Memphis, I'm about to run it up like Dolph. About to take off on that no rip, take off. Money train on the way, no stops, rip the brakes off. Unlike Bernie, the feds came, I made off. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. If it ain't about the bag, don't respond. EYT, Ty Berry, say LeBron. R.I.P. Mo 3, I got that dog food, fuck shoes. I'm stepping on necks and hard to see the bag don't talk, the bag make moves. That's why you don't see me next to you. A spade's a spade, nigga know I'm not throwing shades, but I look better than Thug and these YSL shades. Smoking blueberry haze, taking shots to Don J. You ain't talking M&M's, I got